For Captain Brett Crozier, it was a hero's farewell.
We let him go!
Now, word that he too has tested positive for COVID-19. The news comes after videos began surfacing of clapping and cheering sailors aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt, saying goodbye to Crozier, following his removal from command Thursday, in response to his warning that action was needed to save the lives of his crew from a coronavirus outbreak. Two Naval Academy classmates of Crozier who remain close to the family revealing the diagnosis to the New York Times on Sunday. The classmates telling the Times Crozier began showing symptoms of the disease before he was fired on Thursday. The Navy's top brass dismissing Crozier from his duties aboard the USS Roosevelt just days after the commanding officer penned a blunt letter to Navy leaders calling for stronger action to address the COVID-19 outbreak aboard the aircraft carrier, writing, "We are not at war. Sailors do not need to die." The Navy's acting secretary explaining the decision last week.
I have no doubt in my mind that Captain Crozier did what he thought was in the best interest of the safety and well-being of his crew. Unfortunately, it did the opposite. It unnecessarily raised alarms with the families of our sailors and Marines with no plan to address those concerns.
The move to dismiss Crozier setting off a firestorm. Presidential candidate Joe Biden responding on Sunday.
I think it's close to criminal the way they're dealing with this guy. I think the guy should have a commendation rather than be fired.
Now, for his part, President Trump is defending the dismissal, saying Crozier's letter asking for help for sick crew members was, quote, not appropriate. As for Crozier's condition, Navy officials would not confirm whether he's tested positive for the virus. A defense official telling NBC News, though, that once Crozier left the Roosevelt, he went into quarantine on Naval Base Guam and that he will remain there for 14 days before being reassigned. Savannah.
All right, Kristen Welker at the White House for us. Thank you.